Welcome to a new update in which we are going to discuss everything surrounding the Bitcoin and Ethereum price action. As what we can see, the actual structure might have been broken, in which we're going to look for upside momentum in the coming weeks. And for that, we're going to discuss the crucial levels that we are looking at, or the crucial scenarios to actually have further bullish momentum. But before we're going to continue, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel beneath and like this YouTube update if you enjoy my content. Also, do not forget to check out my Twitter and Instagram, where I'm posting daily content when it comes to the markets. And finally, today, tomorrow, and the 23rd and 24th, we've got 30% recurring discount on the gold memberships that we have in our platform. If you want to follow my strategy, want to follow my trading portfolio and all the trades that I do, definitely check out the gold membership, as there's lots of content to improve you as a trader and investor, and that's why we've got a 30% recurring discount. When we're looking at the price action of Bitcoin, we can see several things right now. First of all, the price action is very comparable to what we've witnessed previously. So we've witnessed a price action like this between May and July, and we've also experienced price action like this in September, in which this feels like a potential bottom might be getting in. And we're going to cover several topics why that might be a case. First of all, the trend is or has been downwards, right? So we have been making those lower highs, and we've also been making lower lows. If we do not use this wick, we've been making lower lows, in which yesterday the price action of Bitcoin again tested the actual low, didn't really break through. This was the actual moment to break through, in which which could be nosediving towards new lows, or could be nosediving towards a higher drop or acceleration at least, which wasn't happening and was avoided. Very comparable to the price action that we've been witnessing in May, in which we've also been getting those lower highs constantly, and then we took out the actual low, took the liquidity beneath the actual low, reversed, took out the previous resistance point or the previous lower high, and from that perspective the price action started to accelerate, as the stops above all those levels are pretty heavy, and the moment that one of them starts to get kicked out, it will usually start accelerating through several arguments or several reasons. First of all, stops are getting hit on people that are having actual shorts in the markets, or people that are expecting the markets to drop even further. Second, liquidations are hit on higher leverage positions, meaning that if you have a 25x or 50x position, you will get liquidated the moment that it starts to break out, which gives another reason for a cascade, or at least a snowball of triggers. And the last part is, the moment it starts to reverse and starts to trend upwards, the price action of Bitcoin gives a trigger for people to start FOMO longing. So that gives another additional buy pressure, given the fact that we also have those stops getting triggered, or the liquidations on leverage positions, resulting into a pretty heavy move to the upside. Well, we've had this price action in May. We can also see that we've had the exact same price action in September, in which support was holding up quite nicely. We had a period of consolidation, after which we've had the exact same. Now, we've also had this price action in the beginning of September, in which we took out the low, started to come back upwards, flipped the level, and started to actually fall down once again. So that is something that we should be taking care of, and that is something we should be realizing, in which we can start figuring out some key levels that the price action should be watching. First of all, Bitcoin has broken through this entire block. So I'll just get a clean chart going here, in which we can start using the actual levels that we have described. So this level has broken, right? So in that case, you also clearly want to see Bitcoin sustain above that level. We can wick a little bit further downwards, but overall you don't really want to see the price action of Bitcoin fall beneath this recent rejection point. So the actual key level that I'm watching can be created around the area of 47k. That is the level that I preferably want to see Bitcoin sustain above, and preferably I don't really want to see it come back down beneath 48. If we do drop beneath 48, that is going to be a trigger that we start to cascade, and then we usually start taking out these recent lows, resulting into a drop towards 40k, just like the price action has been doing here. So in that case, the entire area at 47 is super important for me. We've got a support level there, we've got the rejections as well, so that's quite likely to take continuation happening at that point. Overall, we also clearly have this resistance point that we're currently facing, which I do not assume we're going to break through in one go. I'm expecting that we will be having some sort of sideways action before we start to get a clear trigger. However, the moment we break above this entire block here, we break above this entire resistance point, I think we're eager for acceleration, and then I'm facing or expecting a run towards at least 52k, but most likely we'll start accelerating towards the upper levels. Then I'm looking at an acceleration towards 54 or maybe even 56k, leaving many people behind that are eager to get into the markets, but currently are expecting the markets to even fall down some more. Looking at the actual indices at this point, we've had a red start of the week. Actually has been red opening, but that's not saying too much. The fact is that we are bouncing back upwards after that, and also the Dutch stock markets and European stock markets are bouncing on crucial support levels, which can be an actual reason that the markets are eager for continuation upwards or are done with the actual correction taking place. Ethereum against USDT, we have been covering the lower time frames here. We have also been stating that we could be getting correction towards 3.5 if Bitcoin is going to make that wick beneath 46k. Didn't take place. We've actually held support here, and right now we can see the exact same. So we've got a few crucial resistance points here. We've taken out the previous lower high, right? But you clearly still want to see it sustain above a support level in order to have continuation taking place. So in that perspective, there's two levels that I'm watching when it comes to Ethereum. I'm looking at the level around 3780, and I'm looking at the level around 3890 for potential long entries, which could be an argument for upwards momentum, especially given the fact that also Ethereum is having those lower highs, through which if these are clearly taken out, I think we're going to accelerate towards 4.4k, and that is also going to be the trigger where the sentiment is going to switch. So that's the update for today. I hope you will see me later today when I'm going to make an update on my crypto portfolio. People have been asking about that, and I'm definitely eager to share that with you for once. Do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll see you again soon.